Knicks fans, last night was supposed to be a trap game, first night of a back-to-back on the road in Indiana, 5 rotation players out, and yet somehow the Knicks find a way to win again. Jalen Brunson hits the game-winning 3, and as good as he is, he was not the story of last night's game. It was Tyler Kolek, who just put together the most impressive all-around performance of his young career, and now the Knicks have a very real situation on their hands moving forward. Let's start with the numbers: 16 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds, 7 for 10 from the field, 2 for 4 from 3, and plus 13 in 26 minutes. And he did that while the Knicks were missing Cat, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce, and Landry. That is not garbage time production, that is winning basketball in a tight game. But here is the part that really stood out to me. It wasn't just the offense. Mike Brown said after the game that even though Trey Jemison won Defensive Player of the Game, it easily could have gone to Tyler Kolek. Think about that. Nobody came into this season talking about Kolek's defense, and yet here he is staying in front of guards, fighting over screens, reading passing lanes, and competing possession after possession. And at this point, this is not just a hot streak, this is who he is becoming. Now comes the real conversation. Where do the minutes come from? Tonight against Philly, Mitchell Robinson is available, Karl-Anthony Towns and Josh Hart are probable, Deuce and Landry are still out, but I would keep an eye for Deuce coming back on Sunday, but they will eventually both return. So how does Mike Brown find 10 to 15 minutes a night for Tyler Kolek? Because sitting him feels wrong. You do not take a player out of the rotation who is impacting winning at this level, especially when the offense looks calmer and more organized with him on the floor. This may lead to more of those two-ball handler lineups. It may also mean tighter rotations and certain veterans losing minutes on certain nights. But one thing is clear, the Knicks do not need a backup point guard anymore. That conversation is over. Another important takeaway from last night is how the Knicks handled the front court without their usual bodies. Trey Jemison gave them strong physical minutes. He battled inside, protected the paint, and did not try to do too much. Huck Bordy also stepped up, playing extended minutes and holding his ground. This matters because it shows that even when the Knicks are short-handed, their system and effort can carry them through stretches. No panic, no scrambling, just next man up. And one of the most interesting decisions last night came before tip-off. Mike Brown started rookie Mohamed Diawara, a 20-year-old over 30-year-old Gershon Yabusele. That is not a coincidence. Brown even said post-game that Diawara needs minutes and that he would send him to the G League if he could, but the Knicks simply do not have the bodies right now. Diawara competed, he defended, and he made simple plays. Meanwhile, Yabusele continues to struggle to carve out a consistent role. This tells you a lot about where the coaching staff's trust is trending. Youth, energy, defense, effort, that is what gets you on the floor right now. This wasn't flashy, it wasn't perfect, but it might have been one of the most important wins of the season because it showed that the Knicks can win short-handed. It showed that young players are ready when called upon. And it showed that Tyler Kolek is not just filling in, he is forcing his way into the conversation. That is how real rotation players are born. So Knicks fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you guys think about last night's game in terms of Tyler Kolek and his performance and what this means for the Knicks backup point guard situation moving on? And let's see how they do tonight against Philly on a second night of a back-to-back, but Joel Embiid was just announced as out, which is not surprising. But as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and sub to the channel for more Knicks news and updates you will not want to miss. It's been KNYT here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.